Ever felt like life is constantly changing, and no matter how hard you try, you're never quite ready for the next phase? Life transitions can be challenging, whether it's the quest for stability in early adulthood or trying to maintain emotional balance in the years that follow. But what if there were skills that, with practice, could turn these challenges into opportunities for growth? In this video, we're going to explore how to develop emotional maturity throughout life, helping you build resilience and adapt better to changes. Get ready to understand each phase with more clarity and walk away with practical tools that make all the difference. What is emotional maturity and why does it matter? Emotional maturity goes beyond just keeping calm or not losing control. It involves a deep ability to understand what we feel and why we feel it, an essential skill for navigating any life phase. When we talk about emotional maturity, we're talking about the ability to avoid reacting on impulse and instead to reflect on what's really happening internally before responding. Imagine a solid anchor keeping you grounded even when the sea of emotions is rough. That anchor is emotional maturity. With it, situations that once seemed overwhelming become challenges you can face. Over time, you'll learn that emotional maturity means responding to problems in a constructive way, understanding your own reactions, and seeking growth instead of feeling paralyzed by fear or impulse. By building this solid foundation, you'll start to notice a shift. Challenges, big or small, lose their power to throw off your day, your week, or even your life. This foundation allows you to be emotionally prepared to handle the transitions and challenges each life phase inevitably brings. Now that we understand what emotional maturity is, let's explore how this skill can support us at every stage of life. Each stage brings its own specific demands, and recognizing this is the first step to developing the kind of emotional maturity that truly supports us along the way. We'll start with young adulthood, ages 18 to 25. This is a period marked by the search for identity and purpose, where the desire for independence and self-discovery takes center stage. It's a time when we want to prove our ability to handle the world while also figuring out who we really are. At this stage, emotional maturity helps us manage the anxiety of big decisions, like career choices and first serious relationships. It's the moment to learn to pause and reflect before acting, developing self-awareness that will be essential later on. Next, we have the emerging adult phase between ages 26 and 35. During this stage, pressures can intensify. There's a stronger push for stability, whether in relationships, career, or finances, and social expectations may also become more prominent. Here, emotional maturity shows up in our ability to balance responsibilities and handle inevitable frustrations without losing focus. After all, it's when we start to realize that not everything goes as planned and that often we need to adjust our paths. Resilience and flexibility in this phase are crucial for moving forward. Finally, we reach the mature adult group from ages 36 to 50. During this phase, many people face what's called a life reassessment. We look at our accomplishments, where we're at, and evaluate if we're on the right track or if it's time to redirect our goals. Professional changes, new family dynamics, and even health challenges may arise, requiring a new level of emotional adaptation. Emotional maturity here helps us handle these transitions in a healthy way, accepting changes and developing an open mindset to redefine objectives and keep growing. These phases are unique, but they all share something in common. Each offers a chance to strengthen our emotional maturity, allowing us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater clarity and balance. Tools to develop emotional maturity in each phase. Now that we know the demands of each life phase, let's focus on practical tools that help cultivate the emotional maturity needed to navigate these stages with more ease and awareness. The first tool is self-awareness. Understanding your own emotions and recognizing behavior patterns are essential steps. This self-awareness process can start with simple questions. What am I really feeling right now? Or why does the situation affect me so much? Writing down your feelings or reflecting on your reactions in a journal can help you spot emotional patterns and repetitive behaviors. This habit builds a closer relationship with yourself, allowing you to notice over time how you react to different situations and choose responses that align better with your values. Another key tool is empathy and effective communication. Life's phases come with complex relationships, whether with friends, family, or co-workers. The ability to understand someone else's point of view and express your own emotions clearly and without aggression is a powerful skill. By developing empathy, you open space for more honest and constructive communication, which makes resolving conflicts less emotionally draining. Practicing active listening and avoiding interruptions are small gestures that transform how we relate to others. The third tool is resilience and flexibility. Life is full of surprises, and not all are pleasant. Developing resilience means learning to bounce back after challenges and viewing difficulties as opportunities to learn. Flexibility, on the other hand, allows us to adjust our plans when the unexpected happens without losing our emotional balance. Both are skills that strengthen emotional maturity and help us face changes and frustrations more lightly. Practice resilience by remembering times when you overcame something difficult and notice how it strengthened your character. You don't need to implement all these tools at once. Each can be practiced at your own pace. As you apply self-awareness, empathy, and resilience in your daily life, you'll start to see that handling the challenges of each life phase becomes less intimidating and more achievable. The importance of consistency and continuous practice. Developing emotional maturity is much more than just knowing a few techniques. It's an ongoing process, a daily practice that becomes part of who you are. Like any skill, emotional growth requires consistency. It's not something you achieve once and for all, but something you build, layer by layer, as you go deeper into each phase of life. Imagine emotional maturity as a muscle. The more you exercise it, whether through self-awareness, practicing empathy, or reinforcing resilience, the stronger it gets. And it's precisely in moments of challenge that this practice shows its value. When something unexpected happens or when we face a loss, the effort to maintain these daily practices creates a foundation that supports us. So, be patient with yourself. Keep the commitment to apply the skills we discussed here, even when they seem small or insignificant. Over time, you'll notice that these little steps make a big difference, helping you face any life phase with more clarity and balance. We've reached the end of this journey, and I hope you're taking away new perspectives and tools for cultivating emotional maturity throughout life. Remember, emotional maturity isn't a destination. It's a process that grows with us, evolving with each new phase and challenge. Why not start today? Reflect on one of the tools we discussed, whether it's self-awareness, empathy, or resilience, and choose a way to apply it in your daily life. Every little step counts, and over time, you'll be strengthening your emotional foundation to handle any situation with more balance and clarity. If this content resonated with you, share in the comments which skill you want to strengthen and what motivates you to do it. Let's go together, step by step, towards a more mature and adaptable version of ourselves.